This Spitfire may look like any other aircraft, but why is it painted pink? In today's video, we uncover the intriguing reason behind the unique coloration of this iconic British fighter plane. At first glance, you might think it's simply a case of unconventional design or perhaps a playful artistic choice, but there's so much more to the story than meets the eye. This fascinating aircraft played a vital role in the air warfare of World War II, and its distinctive hue was anything but random. If this distinctive pink paint hadn't been used, reconnaissance missions might have become far more perilous, leading to the possibility of friendly fire during low-altitude flights at dawn and dusk. The stakes were incredibly high for pilots involved in these missions, as they operated in an environment where split-second decisions could mean the difference between life and death. A misidentification of friendly aircraft could lead to devastating consequences, not just for the individual pilot, but for entire squadrons as well. The psychological pressure on pilots during these missions was immense, and anything that could help reduce the chance of error was crucial. The pink Spitfire first emerged during World War II, specifically used by the RAF's photo reconnaissance units. The unconventional color was noted in the summer of 1943, coinciding with a shift in tactics that necessitated improved camouflage for reconnaissance aircraft operating in varied light conditions. The development of this unique coloration came at a time when aerial surveillance became increasingly important for military strategy. Intelligence gathered from reconnaissance flights provided critical information about enemy movements, troop concentrations, and infrastructure, which could significantly influence the outcome of battles. As the war progressed, the technological advancements in aircraft design and armament were matched by evolving strategies in aerial combat and reconnaissance. The RAF recognized that as they began to utilize the Spitfire for these vital missions, they needed a way to keep their pilots safe from potential enemy fire. The use of the pink paint was a revolutionary approach, but it wasn't without its challenges. The development and approval of this paint scheme were not instantaneous. It required experimentation, testing, and a keen understanding of atmospheric conditions and light behavior. Before the adoption of pink, Spitfires were often painted in more traditional camouflage colors like green and brown, which were effective for ground attack and dogfighting. However, these colors became less effective in the low light of early mornings and late afternoons. The RAF needed a solution that would help their aircraft blend into the skies during these critical times of day. After thorough testing, the unique pink hue, known as PRU pink, was introduced to the Spitfire's color palette, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the backdrop of the sky. At speeds of over 400 miles per hour, distinguishing between friendly and enemy aircraft in the chaos of aerial combat was a daunting challenge. The pink coloration was strategically chosen to blend with the hues of the sky during early morning and late afternoon, enhancing the Spitfire's stealth capabilities and reducing its visibility against the backdrop of the clouds. The use of PRU pink not only provided a tactical advantage during missions, but also played a psychological role. Pilots often reported feeling a greater sense of security when flying under the cover of a color that made them less visible to enemy eyes. The implementation of the pink paint scheme wasn't a straightforward decision. It required coordination among various branches of the military. The logistics of producing and applying this unique paint were complex. Specialized teams were tasked with painting the aircraft while ensuring the finish did not interfere with the aircraft's performance or maintenance. Moreover, the effectiveness of the color relied heavily on environmental conditions. It was most effective in certain lighting scenarios, which necessitated precise mission planning. In addition, the logistics of aerial warfare during World War II were incredibly complicated. The introduction of new technologies and strategies was not without friction. Some military leaders were skeptical of the pink paint's effectiveness, arguing that it could compromise the aircraft's visibility and make it easier for enemy pilots to spot them at high altitudes. However, these concerns were largely unfounded as the strategic advantages began to reveal themselves in the field. The pink Spitfire soon became a symbol of innovation, showcasing the RAF's adaptability to the changing landscape of aerial combat. As the war progressed, the use of pink paint on the Spitfire was not an isolated case. Other aircraft, including reconnaissance variants of the Mosquito and even some American planes, experimented with similar light colors for effective camouflage. The idea of painting aircraft in light colors was not entirely new. It drew inspiration from earlier tactics in camouflage used by ground forces. However, the widespread acceptance and implementation of such a distinctive color for aerial operations marked a turning point in military aviation history. The introduction of the pink Spitfire led to discussions within various air forces about how color could affect aerial tactics. As nations examined their own air operations, they began to recognize the necessity of innovative camouflage strategies that accounted for the diverse conditions under which air combat occurred. The use of light colors for aircraft became a trend that extended beyond just the British forces. Other Allied nations started to adopt similar strategies. By the end of the war, as operational demands intensified and resources dwindled, such distinctive markings became less common. The realities of war often led to practical decisions prioritizing speed and availability over experimental tactics. Nonetheless, the legacy of the pink Spitfire remained a significant part of aviation history. Its unique design and the tactical innovations it represented became a topic of interest for aviation enthusiasts and historians alike. In the years following the war, the story of the pink Spitfire would inspire many discussions about the evolution of military aircraft design and the importance of adaptation in combat scenarios. The lessons learned from the implementation of the pink paint scheme continued to resonate within military aviation, influencing the development of future camouflage techniques and strategies that we see in modern air forces today. Moreover, the pink Spitfire serves as a poignant reminder of the bravery and ingenuity of the pilots who flew these aircraft. Their courage in the face of danger, combined with the innovative spirit of engineers and strategists, shaped the outcome of numerous missions and, ultimately, the course of history. The story of the pink Spitfire is not just about an aircraft. It's about the evolution of warfare, the complexities of combat, and the relentless pursuit of excellence in military aviation. In conclusion, the pink Spitfire stands as a testament to the innovative spirit of its time, reflecting the critical role of reconnaissance in military operations and the need for adaptability in an ever-changing battlefield. It reminds us that even the most unusual choices can have a significant impact on the outcome of conflict, shaping the strategies and tactics used in aerial warfare for generations to come.